Hi guys, you have Hillary and Cass here to take you through a Hot 26 60-minute practice. So grab your mat, get ready, and let's do it. So you're going to stand with your feet together, and you can even take a little peek down. You want to see that the outer edges of the feet, they more or less line up to the outsides of your mat. And then interlace your fingers underneath your chin. Let your shoulders relax away from the ears. You can swallow a couple of times. And then altogether, let's have a great class. Inhale, the head stays down, arms up. Use the throat as you're inhaling. Let the elbows lift nice and high towards the ceiling. Open the mouth, exhale, head goes back. Relax the neck. Good, start to bring the hands, palms together, bring the elbows together away from the chest. Inhale, the head comes down. Press the chin into the knuckles. Good, take a little bit more weight back onto your heels, full lungs. Exhale, the head goes back. Again, relax the neck. Open the mouth, make a nice loud ha sound. Elbows to touch. Inhale, head down. Using the throat, so it's kind of like sipping through a straw, yet keeping the mouth closed. Full lungs. Open the mouth, exhale, head goes back. First, the hands, palms together. The elbows together, away from the chest. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, head back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, head down. So we're increasing the gas exchange in the body. Flooding the body with fresh breath, hold it there. Exhale, head goes back. Keep the elbows a little bit lifted away from the chest. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pull a little bit more weight back onto your heels. Full lungs. Exhale, head goes back. Relax the neck. Elbows together. Good. Relax the arms down side. Palms forward, shoulders back. Take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. Stretch up to the ceiling and start to bend the body side to side here a couple times. You know, you can bring a little bit of circular movement into it if you like. Just checking out, seeing where the body is at today. Always remembering that our body's going to be a little bit different each and every day. So it's not so much what we do, but it's always how we do it. Go ahead and stop in the middle. Keep the arms at the ears. Lift the chin away from the chest. Okay, take a big breath in, stretch up out of the waist, and come up and over to the right. Keep the arms straight, the legs strong. Chin away from the chest, muscles in the back of the neck, they stay relaxed. Take the arms, bring your upper body back just a couple of inches, and grounding the weight on the heels. And bring my left hip forward to keep both hips in one line. And bring the bottom shoulder forward, opening up the chest. Again, relax the jaw, relax the muscles in the back of the neck. Come down just a little deeper near the end. And then inhale, breathe, and come on back up. Okay, lengthen, lift up out of the waist, and come up and over to the left. Again, the chin stays lifted away from the chest. Pressing the hips towards the right. Create a nice stretching sensation into the whole side of the body. Feel the weight on the heels. Take the arms, bring the upper body back just a couple of inches, open the chest. Again, the right hip stays forward. The left shoulder comes just a little bit forward. And inhale, breathe, and come on back up. Okay, take your arms slightly out in front of you, let your head go first, and look to the thumbs. If it's okay, I'm not going to let my head go all the way back. Take an inhale, stretch up as if to touch the ceiling, and exhale, trace the arms back. Keep lifting up as you go back. Okay, feeling the weight on the heels, send the hips just a little forward. Keep the eyes open. Reach your arms back. And inhale to come on back up. Okay, bend into the knees, exhale, fold forward. Start by placing your hands on the floor, start to bend the knees, kind of pedal the hips right and left and right. Just let the head hang heavy. Find a little bit of movement, a little bit of mobility into the lower back. And then for Savasana, reach back here and grab your heels from behind. Now if you can't quite grab your heels, you can always place the palms of the hands to the backs of the legs with the fingers pointing down. You want to wrap the elbows towards each other. Good, in fact, as much as you kind of hug the elbows into the sides of the legs, see if you can resist the sides of the legs a little bit back out into the elbows. Roll the body weight forward. Good, beginning to shift the pressure forward to the balls of the feet. Suck the stomach in to help to stretch the body down from the lower spine. Again, keep the muscles in the back of the neck relaxed. Pull. Use the strength of the upper body to lengthen, to stretch the body down from the lower spine. One day, the top of the head reaching to touch the top of the feet. Okay, release your heels first. Take your arms out in front of you. And then on an inhale, come on back up. Arms and head together, all the way up. And then exhale, arms down side. Suiting in second set, inhale the arms up over the head. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. Stretch up out of the waist, come up and over to the right. Okay, chin away from the chest. Strong bones, but soft joints. I'm going to keep the left hip forward. I'm going to bring my bottom shoulder forward as if I was opening up the chest. Inhale, come on back through center. A lengthen, lift up first, and come up and over to the left. As much as you're coming down to the left, emphasize lifting the left side of the body up, pressing the hips towards the right. Hold the right hip forward. Start to bring the bottom shoulder forward. And then inhale, come on back up. A second back bend, let your head go. Look to the thumbs, let your gaze travel to the window or the back of the room. Take an inhale, stretch up out of the waist. And as you exhale, go back. Again, really emphasize that lift up. Almost like you're drawing a line, a continuous line along the ceiling as you go back. The hips press slightly forward. And then inhale, breathing, come on back up. Keep the arms at the ears, bend your knees, fold forward. Place the hands to the floor, start to pedal the knees right and left and right. And then we'll go into second set. Reach back, grab your heels here from behind, so you come up. Again, stomach on thighs, so you can bend the knees as much as you need. Stomach on thighs, chest on the knees. One day the face is going to touch the legs below the knees. Okay, feel the weight on the heels, but shift a little bit of pressure forward. So there's this sensation of rolling the body forward. And then similar to a pull-up, you're going to pull your heels to lengthen to stretch the body down from the lower spine. Good. Roll a little bit more forward. Awesome. Suck the stomach in, very gently pressing the fronts of the thighs towards the backs of the legs. And then release the heels, take the arms out in front of you. And inhale, breathing, come on back up, all the way up. Exhale, arms down side. Okay, Cobra Pose, Uttanasana, right leg steps to the right. 6 inches between the heels and the toes. Arms up parallel to the floor. Point the fingertips forward, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, stick your bum back. Sitting the hips nice and long. Okay, you can take a little peek down here. You want to make sure that you can see your toes at least. And over time, it becomes more and more at the tops of the feet, really drawing the weight back, back, back. Take the gaze forward. Relax the muscles in the back of the neck. Lift the chin up. Lift the chest up. Okay, you want to lean back. And then press into the heels and inhale to come on back up. Hover up onto the toes. Root into the bones of the big toes, the baby toes. You can even roll your inner thighs a little bit back. Suck the stomach in and slowly sit down on top of the toes. I want to feel my hips and my head kind of sliding along an invisible wall behind me. Breathe. Okay, beam any struggles straight out through your fingertips. And as you lift onto the toes, think of lifting the inside of the knees up. So eventually the hips are in the chair, but they never go below. Push through the feet to come on back up. Okay, third part, we're gonna knock the knees together here. Big breath in, and slowly lower down. Again, I wanna keep my shoulders back, as if I was sliding along that invisible wall behind me, coming all the way down. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the inner thighs together until you feel your lower belly engage. Now pressing the knees slightly forward, shoulders back, breathe. Squeeze the knees, press through the feet, and come on back up all the way up. Feet together, arms down side. Eagle Garuda Asana, inhale the arms up over the head. Exhale, take your right arm under the left. Cross at the elbows, the hands, palms together. Okay, pull the elbows down and sit your hips back. The right leg comes over the left leg. Squeeze the legs together and twist like loves. One day, it doesn't have to be today, but eventually you'll wrap the right foot underneath the left calf muscle. You know, it's all about equal and opposite movement. So as my top thigh presses down, I'm going to feel my bottom thigh lift up. And as my top elbow hugs down, I'm going to lift my bottom elbow slightly up. Keep the muscles in the back of the neck relaxed. Lift your chest up. Change. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, the left arm comes under the right. Cross at the elbows, hands, palms together. Okay, pull the elbows down, sit the hips back. Take the left leg over the right. And again, eventually one day I'll wrap the foot. If that's not quite available, I can always point the toes in that direction or even flex the left foot. You know, monitoring your own resistance. Bring the top knee a little bit to the left, the bottom leg to the right. Squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs together, almost like you're wringing out two wet ropes. Take a bit more weight onto the heel. Good, sit low. Chest up. Change. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down side. You're going to shift the weight onto the left leg. Bring the right leg up until the thigh is parallel to the floor. Now, balancing on one leg, really drawing up the front of the thigh, I can always interlace my fingers a couple of inches below the knee and stay here if necessary. Otherwise, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, round forward to interlace all 10 fingers a couple of inches below the toe. I want to keep the weight very evenly distributed on my standing foot, pressing into the bone of the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. Okay, if you're balancing here comfortably, inhale slowly, your right leg lifts up and stretches forward to the near. Until eventually the leg is parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower. Okay, I'm going to kick my right heel forward and flex my foot. Learning to stretch the Achilles tendon just above the heel. Again, the muscles in the back of the neck, they stay relaxed. Can you lift through your chest? Now, if both legs are engaged, the elbows can come down. One day to wrap in alongside the calf muscle, and one day maybe even forehead to the knee. Good. Slowly reversing on out, all the way out. I'm going to shift the weight to the right leg, the left leg comes up. So again, I'm going to keep my hips square, and I can stay here. Otherwise, take a big breath in, round down to grab the left foot. Not a lot of weight in the hands here. Okay, so the hands are kind of like a stirrup. I want to pull the low belly in to support the spine. If I'm balanced here comfortably, slowly left leg lifts up. Still not a lot of weight in the hands, right? Kick the heel forward, flex the foot. Hug the outer left hip back. So there's this nice stretch underneath both legs, and eventually even a little cramp sensation on the top of the left thigh. If both legs are engaged, and so you can balance there, elbows wrap down, she squeezes them in alongside the calf muscle, and maybe even forehead to the knee. Okay, the trick is to keep kicking. Breathe. Awesome, slowly come on back up. And then lower the left leg down, and take your hands to the hips, just do a little baby back bend, releasing any tension through the lower back. Dande Mana Dhanurasana, take the right hand out to the side. Reach back and pick up the right foot from the inside at the ankle. Okay, stretch your left arm up towards the ceiling. Hug the knees together. Okay, take an inhale, stretch up out of the waist and kick the right leg back. Press your foot into your hand. Let your right shoulder go back and reach the left shoulder forward. I want to keep my foundation strong, the standing leg rooted. Now gravity is going to take the body down, so stretch forward. Okay, reach into the space beyond your fingertips. Finding that sweet spot where the kick and the stretch are equal and simultaneous 50-50. Muscles in the back of the neck relaxed. Stretch forward. Kick back. Kick up. Change. Slowly keep kicking as you step the feet together. Left hand comes up, bring it out to the side. Reach back and pick up the left foot from the inside. The right arm stretches up to the ceiling. Hug the knees. Lift the chest and kick. Okay, go slow, take your time. Hold the low belly in and up. So the muscles in the back of the neck, they stay relaxed. I want to reach forward, charge the body forward. Simultaneously press the foot into the hand. Good, body down. Kick back, kick up, change. Keep kicking, slowly step the feet together. Arms down. Inhale, take the arms up over the head, we're going to do a second set. And the right arm comes out, pick up the right foot from the inside at the ankle. Again, hug the knees, lift the chest, and kick. Good. There's this sensation of hugging the inner thighs together. Charge the body forward. Really nice. See how her toes are coming right up over the top of her head. Stretching into that space just beyond your fingertips. Good. Keep kicking as you slowly step your feet back together. Arms down. Inhale, both arms come up over the head. The left arm comes down, pick up the left foot from the inside. Hug the knees. Lift up out of the waist and kick. Okay, the left hip stays forward. Wrap the outer right hip back. And as the left shoulder goes back, the right shoulder reaches forward. Beautiful. So again, think of moving into that space beyond your fingertips. Kick back, kick up, change. Slowly step back. Okay, come on to the back of the mat. Two-leg Dandasana, 10 seconds here. Reach the arms up over your head, which I guess people can fact check in the video. So I'm actually going to say 10 seconds. Arms up, keep the chin away from the chest, the right leg steps forward. Point the left toes, and come on down. Feel the inner, the outer edge of the back thigh lifting at the same pace. Okay, chin away from the chest. Arms with the ears. Let the body come forward. Stretch forward. Change. Step back. Take an inhale, lengthen. And the left leg steps forward. Point the right toes and come on down. Again, feel the inner, feel the outer edge of the back thigh lifting at the same pace. Working to keep the arms with the ears. Helping to send blood to the heart. Okay, stretch forward. Chest down. Change, step back. Arms down. Deep breath. We're going to come to the, let's do it actually like this. You want to step forward? Do it on the side of the mat, like this. Triangle pose, Trikonasana, or not triangle pose. Inhale, you reach the arms up over your head. The right leg steps to the right. We're going to do Dande Mana Back Pada, Paschimottanasana. Okay, so two heels in one line, slightly pigeon the toes. Take an inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hinge at the hips. Good, as you come all the way down. So I take my hands, I can slide them to the backs of the legs, reach down, try to grab the heels, the outer edges of the feet, or maybe even place the hands to the floor in front of you. Okay, wherever you are, the first thing you want to do is engage the legs. But be mindful, there should be no pressure, no stress or strain in the back of the knees here. So I'm going to keep the weight on the heels, but roll the pressure forward. Good. Stretching the body down from the lower spine. So the first thing to stretch is the legs. And if the legs are engaged, bend your elbows in towards the shins, magnetizing the shins back in towards the elbows. Okay, suck the stomach in, lengthening, stretching the body down from the lower spine. One day, the top of the head is going to touch the floor between the feet. Okay, take your arms out first. Press into your feet and nice and slowly, come on back up, feet together, arms down side. Take an inhale, reach the arms up over your head. The right leg steps out to the right, a big step. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. I'm going to turn my left heel a little bit wider, so it's towards the left side of the room, the right foot to the back of the room here. Okay, bend into the right knee, bounce and bounce and bounce a couple times. You want to allow this back hip to come slightly forward. Okay, and as the left hip comes forward, the right knee points straight down the center of the foot. Go as low as you can go, and then squeeze the heels together to almost lift yourself up a half an inch or so. Okay, stretch to the back of the room, windmill just the arms. The right elbow to the inside of the knee. Now, as much as I push my elbow to my knee, I push my knee back into my elbow. Reaching the fingertips down to the space between the big and the second toe. The left arm stretch up. If it's okay on the neck, take your gaze up. Reaching the arms, the shoulders, in opposite directions to help open the chest. Now again, you want to let that top hip come down and forward. But at the same time, push the right elbow, the right knee into each other. And from that place, can you turn, can you twist just the upper body back? Look down first. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Straighten the leg, turn the toes in, and turn the left toes out. Again, I'm going to bend the knee, I'm going to bounce a couple times. Let this back hip come slightly forward. Right? Give your front knee permission to track right down the center of your foot. And as you come low, 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 squeeze the heels towards each other, lift your hips up an inch or so. And then lean a bit to the mirrors, and windmill just the arms. Place the elbow to the inside of the knee, and then press the knee back into the elbow. Okay, it's always equal and opposite movement. Stretch the left arm high to the sky, the right arm high to the sky. Okay, keep the muscles in the back of the neck relaxed. A little trick is I can even close my top eye. I'm going to see my right hand with my bottom eye. The right hip comes forward. Balance that action by leaning the upper body back, opening up the chest. Keep the right leg strong. The right foot to the floor. And then look down first. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Straighten the leg, turn the toes in, feet together, arms down. Let's do it again, a second set. Inhale, the arms up. And the right leg steps out to the right, a big step. Okay, left heel spins to the left, right foot to the back of the room. Bend the knee to sit nice and low. Okay, stretch to the mirror, or windows, or that side of the room, and windmill just the arms. Elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Okay, keep the muscles in the back of the neck relaxed. Open the chest. We're creating a marriage here between the heart and the lungs. So again, as much as my elbow's pushing my knee, I want to push my knee back into my elbow. Maybe to sit just a little deeper. Can you turn? Can you twist the upper body back? And then look down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sit a little lower. Straighten the leg, turn the toes in. Turn. Left toes out. Bend the knees, sit up. Okay, hug the outer left hip back. Stretch to the mirrors and windmill just the arms. Elbow to knee. Good, knee to elbow. Reach down, reach up. And again, as long as it's okay on the neck, you'll take your gaze up. the top hip moves slightly forward, lean the upper body back. Observing the relationship to Tapasya. Where does the mind go when the going gets a little tough? Okay, peek down first. Inhale, come on up. And then maybe you want to sit a little deeper. Straighten the leg, turn the toes in. Feet together. Arms down side. Okay, Dandavana back to Padanjali. Inhale the arms over the head. The right leg steps out to the right, about a 3-foot distance here. And then pivot to face the right side of the room. Okay, you're going to bring your left hip forward and the right hip back. So that from the side, both hips are in one line. Release your chin to your chest. Take an inhale, stretch up out of the waist, and as you exhale, round the body down. Round, 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 all the way down. I'm going to walk my hands forward beyond my toes. And I can definitely bend this front knee as much as I need. Keep the chin to the chest. Look up towards the navel. Bringing a bit more weight onto your front foot. Can you press down through the front foot to help and lift this right hip a little higher? Breathing into the back, breathing into the sides of the ribs. Over time, timing the magic ingredient, over time you push the right knee back. Okay, now arms and head together, press into your feet, and super slowly come on back up. I want to keep the left hip forward, the right hip back as I come all the way up. Turn, face the front of the room, or the left side of the room. Okay, again, my right hip comes forward, and my left hip comes back to get both hips in one line. I can always bend that front knee a little bit if I need. I want to keep my hips square. Release the chin to the chest, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, round the body down. Round, 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 all the way down. Now again, I can always bend this front knee and walk my hands forward beyond my toes. Tilting the chin in, creating that slight restriction in the throat here. Little throat choke sensation. It's going to feel slightly uncomfortable to breathe in this one. But as we focus our breath back here to the back of the ribs, the sides of the ribs, we're compressing the pancreas, we're creating an extension of your kidneys. So you can lift the left hip just a little bit higher, as if to get both hips in one line. And then down through the feet, and then nice and slowly come on back up. Right hip forward, left hip back, all the way up. Okay, turn, face the side of the room, feet together, arms down side. Step into the middle of your mat here for tree and toe. We're going to do one set of vrikshasana, so we shift the weight onto the left leg, the right leg comes up. Take the knee a little bit out to the side and spread your toes like you had a piece of cotton between every toe. Hitch the heel forward. Take the foot either to the inner shin or the inner thigh. Okay, the hands to prayer. Now as much as my foot pushes my leg pushes my foot. Rooting down from the narrowest part of the waist, suck the stomach in, stretch up and out of that very same place. Okay, take your right knee forward and the right leg down. I'm going to shift the weight onto the right leg, the left leg comes up. Again, I'm going to bring the knee out to the side, I'm going to hitch the heel slightly forward. Take the foot to the shin or the inner thigh. Hands to prayer. And again, I want to see that the hips are square, so dropping that left sit bone down, pressing the right leg in towards the left foot. Hands to prayer. And see if you can draw your shoulders slightly back, the tips of the ears slightly back. And then the left knee comes forward and the left leg comes down. Okay, second set with the option to progress towards toe stand. I'm going to shift my weight to the left leg, the right leg comes up. Hitching the heel a little forward. Now I can always take vrikshasana if it's compromising in my knee whatsoever. Otherwise you can make your way to half lotus or to padmasana. But no matter where I am, I want to make sure there's no stress, no strain in that knee. Okay, one hand or two to the center of the chest. If you're balanced here comfortably, slowly start to fold forward. Hinging at the hips. So come all the way down. Okay, once my hands, all 10 fingers are on the floor, I can displace a bit of weight into the fingertips, bend the knee to sit the hips onto the heel. Walking the hands back to either sides of the body, shoulders back. Embrace the wiggles, the wobbles. The left hand to the center of the chest, the right hand to meet. Hands, palms together. Namaskar. Okay, walk the hands out in front of you. Straighten into your standing leg. And then super slowly, come on, back up. All the way up. Okay, the right leg comes forward, right leg comes down. Shift the weight to the right leg, left leg comes up. Again, I'm going to take my foot either to the inner shin, the inner thigh, or half lotus. The foot to the front of the hip. Now again, equal and opposite movement. So as much as my foot pushes my leg is still pushing a little bit back into my foot. Slowly come forward. Take your time and breathe. And over time, the hands are on the floor. And then once my hands touch, I can bend the knee to sit the hips to the heel. Okay, maybe fixating one spot on the floor, looking Ekadrashti. Walk your hands back to either sides of the body. Now spinning the palms forward, the shoulders back. Okay, the left hand to the center of the chest, the right hand to meet, and the hands, palms together. Namaskar. Good, so walk the hands out in front of you. Straighten the standing leg. And then nice and slowly, come on, back up, all the way up. Take the left knee forward, the left leg down, arms down. A deep breath here. I'm going to turn around on our mats, head to the top of the mat, feet towards the back of the room here. So allow your palms to roll open. Just observing the difference between checking out and tuning in. So it's not to say the mind won't wander, it's just that if and when it does, can we keep practicing, coming back to our breath. Go ahead and slide your feet together, flex your feet. Bend your right leg. Reach up and interlace your fingers just a couple of inches below the knee. Okay, pull your right knee down to the shoulder. Tilt your chin to your chest. Breathe into your lower back. And then as you exhale, hug your knee down. Again, inhale right down into the base of the spine. And exhale to pull. You want to feel a slight pinch sensation in the hip, compression of the lower belly here. And then release the right leg down. Okay, bend the left leg lifts up. I'm going to interlace my fingers a couple of inches below the knee. Again, tilt the chin a little bit into the chest. Take a big inhale to the lower back. And as you exhale, bend the elbows to pull. Slide your left sitting bone down towards your right heel. Continuously keep pulling. So I'm really using the strength of my biceps here. And I can keep that right foot flexed. compression of the lower belly. Good, release the left leg. Both legs lift up. Grab opposite elbows. And if you can't grab the elbows, go for the wrists or the forearms. You want to keep your feet together, side by side, relaxed position. The head stays down. I'm going to tilt my chin a little bit in towards the chest. Now with each breath in, try to inhale so much that you're pushing your belly into the fronts of your thighs. And as you exhale, squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs. Think of a nice tight compact grip. And breathe in right down to the base of your spine. And then release the arms, release the legs, come on back to Savasana. Deep breath here. We're going to transition with a sit-up. Of course, if there's anything funky in your lower back, you can always turn to the side, push yourself up, and meet us in the posture. Or you bring your feet together, just take the arms up over your head, a big breath in, and sit up. Grab for the big toes, double exhale, forward to the knees. Okay, turn arm line to your tummy. Spine strengthening series. Start with Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. So chin on the towel. You're going to bring your hands right underneath the shoulders, the fingertips in line with the shoulders, the little fingers in line with the deltoids. And then squeeze your feet together, press the tops of your feet down. Press your hips down. Inhale, slowly start to lift the upper body up. Okay, keep the muscles in the back of the neck relaxed, lift your chin away from the chest. Draw the elbows down, the shoulders down. The legs stay strong, reaching the 10 toes back. And slowly lower. With the left ear, come to the towel, look to the right, arms down, deep breath. You bring your chin forward, flip your hands, the palms face down. Now start to walk the arms underneath the body. So you're trying to get the elbows underneath the stomach. Spreading the fingers, the palms face down. If you're going to make a fist, you want to grab the floor, not yourself. Okay, the left leg relaxes, point the right toes and the right leg lifts up. Good, keep the right hip down. Shift a little bit of weight forward. And as you press into the hands, as you press the chest down, you might start to feel the leg hover just a little higher. Okay, right leg goes down, relax the right leg. Point the left toes and left leg lifts up. Lifting through the inner and the outer edge of the thigh evenly. Again, left hip stays down. Shift more weight forward. This is a backward bend, right? So as you press the chest down, it helps to lift the leg up. Slowly lower. Okay, third part, kiss your towel. Readjust your hands, palms. Try to get the elbows a little bit closer together underneath the body. Zip up the legs nice and tight. Okay, take a breath. Both legs lift up. Good. Exactly. This one requires a little bit of grit. Okay, charge up, take a little bit more weight forward into the chest. Awesome. Legs up, lift up, and slowly lower. Beautiful. Take the right ear to the towel, look to the left. Deep breath. Heart should pound a little bit in the chest after that. You're going to use gravity to bring the blood to the heart. It's a little stimulation to the cardiovascular system. Okay, chin comes forward, full locust. You're going to take the arms out like airplane wings. So starting to work a little bit more isolated into the middle back this one. Squeeze the feet together, press the hips down. Now take a deep breath. Arms, legs, chest, everything lifts into the air. Good, keep the hips down. Keep pressing the hips down as the rest of the body lifts up. Lift the chin slightly away from the chest, tip the ears back. Arms up, legs up, and slowly lower. Beautiful. Left ear on the towel, look to the right, deep breath. Bow pose, Dhanurasana. Chin forward, bend your knees. Reach back here and grab your feet. So a couple of inches below the toes. The arms and the legs, they're like two wheels in one base. All that means is you want to try to avoid letting the knees kind of flail away out. Okay, so I'm going to press my hip bones down to start. Exhale completely. Kick your feet back and up. Now stay forward on the soft spot of the tummy, pressing the feet into the hands. Okay, to lift or to kick the feet up, we want to think of lifting the fronts of the thighs away from the floor. You know, the muscles in the back of the neck are relaxed, lifting the chin up. And slowly lower. Okay, take the right ear to the towel, look to the left, deep breath. Okay, come on back through, or come up to the top of your mat. Fix firm Supta Virasana, sitting down, kneel down position. So start with your knees right together. You're going to separate your feet and sit your hips between your heels. So I can always open the knees a little bit if I need, and if this is still stressful or straining on my knees, I can slide a block or some books or something underneath the seat, just to give myself the support. Okay, the first thing we're trying to do is to get the hips supported, so again, whether it's on the floor or maybe blocks, you can stay here, you can lean even a little bit back into the fingertips. Okay, if it's okay on the knees, take your hands forward on the feet, lower one elbow at a time. Once my elbows are on the floor, I'm going to let my head go back. Okay, at the top of the head, the back of the head, and shake the shoulders on the floor, the whole body on the floor. Okay, monitor your own resistance. Over time, you'll reach up and grab the elbows over your head, over each other. What I want to be very mindful is that the knees stay down. Okay, start to lift the chest towards the chin. And over time, it's as if I want to bring my knees together, but again, they never ever lift up. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. And then to reverse out, you'll place your hands back onto your feet. Nice and slowly come on up, the opposite way you went down. Okay, come forward, turn around, and relax onto your back, Savasana. Legs straight, arms straight, deep breath here. Okay, bring your feet together, flex your feet. Take the arms up over your head, take a big breath in, hold the breath, and sit up. Okay, turn you around, and get you to stand onto your hands and your knees here to start, into a tabletop position. Curl your toes under, and then hover your knees. Okay, spread your fingers nice and wide, really press into the knuckles of the index finger, press into the outer edges of the pinkies. Stretch your hips to the back of the room. Now I can bend my knees as much as I need. I want to imagine almost like I have 2 ginormous nostrils on the shoulder blades. Breathe into the back, into the sides of the ribs, enough that you feel your armpits kind of float a bit away from the floor. And then kind of soften the back of the heart. Walk your feet together. Bend your knees to the floor. Okay, untuck the toes, sit your hips back onto your heels, and then float the arms out, up, and over the head. Take an in-breath, lift your chest. And as you exhale, come forward. One day the forehead will touch the floor. You want the little fingers to touch the tongue. And as you press the knife edge of your pinky fingers down, dip your middle fingers down. So the rest of the arms are in the air. Same thing as in downward facing dog. Imagine those ginormous nostrils on your shoulder blades. Take a big breath into the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, stretch the hips, the hands away from each other. The eyes are open. Without changing the head, just look up towards the forehead. Now slowly reversing out the opposite way. So you can maybe even hover the hands first as you come on back up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Okay, transitioning again with the sit-up. So feet together, arms over the head. You're gonna keep the arms with the ears, take a big breath in, hold the breath, and sit up. Once she has the big toes, double exhale, forward to the knees. Okay, turn around, standing up onto the knees. I'm gonna keep 6 inches between my knees inside my feet and sort of just rock back a couple of times here without even backward bending. The hope just to kind of start to feel the hamstrings sort of kick in. And then I'm going to take my hands to my hips. Draw the elbows towards each other and start to go back halfway. Now if it feels better to keep your chin in, you can always keep your chin in. And if it's okay, you'll start to let the head go back. I'm going to reach down to eventually grab my heels with my hands. Press the stomach, legs, hips forward. Okay, using the strength of the lower body. So as much as I'm pressing into the tops of my feet, I want to press gently through the insides of my knees. Lifting up and over the back of the arm. And then nice and slowly, come on back up, sit down, turn around, and relax onto your back, Savasana. You might feel the heart pounding a little deeper in the chest. So again, keep returning to the breath. It's not easy, but it is really simple. The mind is the master of the body. The breath controls the mind. Slide your feet back together, flex your feet. Okay, reach the arms up over your head. Inhale first, and sit up. Okay, turning around, we'll do a second set. Stand up onto the knees, 6 inches between the knees inside the feet. Again, you can kind of lean back a couple times if you like. You're going to place your hands to your hips. Send your hips forward as you start to go back. Doesn't matter how deep you go. As available, I'll reach down and grab the heels, thumbs outside, fingers facing in. Press the stomach, legs, hips forward. And then nice and slowly, come on back up. Sit down, turn around, again, Savasana. Legs straight, arms straight. Deep breath in, and slow breath out. And feet together, arms over your head, take a big breath in, and sit up. Grab for the big toes. Good, turning around, sit down, kneel down position. So I'll face this way. Rabbit Pose, Savasana. You're going to flip the towel if you've got one. If you're sweating, you can flip it over your heels. If not, no problem. The thumbs are on the outside, the fingers on the inside. So it's actually the exact same grip as Camel. I'm just going to reach down and grab my heels. Again, thumbs outside, fingers facing in. Drop your chin right to your chest. Okay, take a big breath into the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, start to round your body down. Round, round, round. Even squeeze the knees together like you're doing a super tight somersault. Okay, the forehead to the knees, the top of the head to the floor. Now, as you exhale, roll forward like a wheel. You're going to roll forward kind of like a somersault, lifting the hips away from the heels. Lift the shoulders away from the ears. This is probably not a good one to laugh in. Just squeeze the heels towards each other.
Okay, again, suck the stomach in to lift the seat. Hips come back to the heels.
Unroll the spine as you come all the way up. Okay, turn around and relax onto your back, Savasana. One can be complicated. Feet together, arms over your head. Take a big breath in. And sit. Turning around, sit down, kneel down position. I'll do this Savasana dance again. You're gonna hinge back and grab your heels. Drop your chin right into your chest. Now with your chin into your chest, almost imagine like you're feeling or smelling something bad. You're gonna draw the sides of your throat back. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, round the body down. Really roll in, forehead to the knees, top of the head to the floor. Now, no pressure, or not a lot of pressure, at least on the top of the head.
As you exhale, roll forward. Lift your shoulders away from the ears.
Okay, lift the shoulders away from the ears is going to get the lats to engage. Lengthening and stretching the space between every single vertebrae. Okay, she brings her hips back to her heels, and then nice and slowly unrolls the spine. Turn around and relax onto your back, Savasana. Feet together, arms over your head, take a big breath in. And sit up. Grab the big toes, forward to the knees, elbows to the floor. Okay, face the front of the room, right leg out straight corner. You're gonna bend your left leg in. So I could always place a block or something under my knee if I need a little bit of support on this left side. I'm gonna reach the arms up first, turn to the right, reach down as if to grab the foot a couple of inches below the toes. Now if you need to bend your knee, that's fine. And if you wanna place your hands to either side of the leg, that's also fine. Drop your chin to your chest. And just like the last posture, round your spine so much that one day the forehead touches the knee. You're gonna bend your elbows down to the floor. Okay, if the forehead is touching your knee, think of magnetizing your knee back up into your forehead. Drop your left elbow down. Drop your left shoulder down. Okay, breathe into the back of the ribs, specifically the right side. Forehead towards the knee. Over time, I'm going to push the right knee down. Okay, inhale, come on back up. Right leg comes in, and the left leg goes out. Okay, again, I can always prop something under this knee if I need. I'm going to reach my arms up. I'm going to turn first, and then grab the foot a couple of inches below the toes. Tilt the chin to the chest. Breathe in first. And as you exhale, round your body down. Round. Again, I can always bend the left knee if I need. Keeping the chin right into the chest, the forehead towards the knee. Bend the elbows down. Think of the bony parts of the elbows like dead weight. Let your right elbow come down a little more. Focus the breath into the back of the left ribs here. Keep the stomach in nice and tight. And then over time, you'll push the left knee down. Inhale, come back up. Okay, stretch both legs out in front of you. Lie down onto your back for a sit. Once the shoulders touch, I take a big breath in. And sit up. Bend into the knees here. Take the peace fingers right between the big and the second toe. Now keep the heels down and just start to shimmy the hips back. 10, 15, 20 times, almost as if you're getting off the fleshier bits of the sit bones. Big breath in, lift your chest. And as you exhale, stretch forward. I'm going to reach my collarbones away from my hip bones. So you can let your chin kind of soften into your chest a little bit if you like. You know, if the legs are straight, maybe bend the elbows down towards the floor. Again, with each breath in, collarbones away from hip bones. And every exhale, pull. Stretching the body forward from the lower spine. One dig. The head will touch the feet. And then come on back up. Turn around and lie onto your back, Savasana. Slide the feet right together, reach the arms over your head, big breath in. And sit up. Grab the big toes, forward to the knees, elbows to the floor. We're going to turn to face the side of the room here for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So I can straighten my left leg and step my right leg over the left knee corner. I always have the option to keep this bottom leg straight, or I could bend the knee, maybe pointing the toes to the corner of the room. Now reach the right hand back behind you, stretch your left arm up and over. Okay, as I hook my elbow to my knee, I press the knee a little bit back into the elbow, grounding the seat. From here, I could reach down one day to grab the left knee with the left hand. Walk your right hand around. Try to grab the thigh with the fingertips. The option is always there to keep that back hand down. Just try not to kind of lean back into it. Okay, with each breath in, lift your chest. And every exhale, twist. I'm going to keep my chin parallel to the floor. And without changing the head or the neck, it's almost like you want to imagine doing a little back bend through your upper back. And then come on back through center. Okay, take the right leg out, step the left foot over. Again, I can keep this bottom leg straight, or I bend the bottom knee. The left hand comes behind, the right arm reach up and over. Hook the elbow to the knee. Maybe you reach down to eventually grab the right knee with the right hand. So all three things are in one line on the floor. Take a big breath in, lift your chest. The left hand can wrap around as if to grab the right thigh with the fingertips. Again, breathe in, collarbones away from hip bones. And exhale to twist. The chin stays parallel to the floor. Taking the gaze way back. And come back through center. And then lie onto your back. We're going to finish the class of Kapalabhati breathing, and as always, final Savasana. So slide your feet together, reach the arms up over your head, take a big breath in, and sit. I'm going to sit down, kneel down position, hands on the knees. Now, if your knees are really uncomfortable, you can always sit cross-legged. That's totally fine. You can either sit cross-legged or you can put the hands on the knees. If you want to use your arms, if you're sitting cross-legged, just kind of take your hands back behind you to give yourself a bit of support this way. Okay, otherwise hands on the knees. I'm just going to let the belly relax. Okay, take a big breath in together. Open the mouth, exhale. Let the belly soften. Again, big breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. This time, inhale halfway, and begin. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Snap the belly in to push the breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do a second set a little bit faster. Okay, take an inhale together. Open the mouth, exhale completely. Inhale halfway, and begin. Conceal your practice here, however you like. Thank you so much for joining, turning around here and relaxing onto your back for final Savasana. So if it feels okay, just let the eyes close. Take the feet, the arms as wide as you like. Now you might even kind of press the back of the head into the floor, tucking the shoulders underneath the body. And then with the eyes softly closed, just roll your eyes towards the temples as if you were taking a more peripheral range of sight behind the eyelids. Letting the weight of the body melt. And one thing I love about this specific practice is it's really well designed to move through the whole body. So as you come into this final Savasana, just really take advantage of your ability to kind of soak that up. And to know that as we take this time to shift our awareness inwards, it really amplifies our ability to expand out into the world around us as well.